That's right, it's recording.
Yeah, so don't screw anything up.
Like I usually do.
No, I didn't mean you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, we only have concepts. We don't plan things.
Yeah, we only have a concept. That's all. Anything you say now will probably be used in court later. All right, I'm going to adjust the lights a little bit. I think a little tuning would be in order, George.
Yeah.
I noticed your guitar sounded a little.
Bring these down too, but y'all are comfortable?
Yeah.
We'll get extra water up behind the bandstand and some beer and wine if you need it. So it's there. And when you want to read, we'll just bring this mic down. And the thing is,
You
we
know
want
what?
to avoid feedback issues, but it should be okay because in the first place, it's a pretty directional mic.
Do you have another, Eric, do you have
So
a
I'll bring us.
boom? So
We're going to use that boom.
oh, you just bring Sting, okay.
Do you want to hold the mic or do you want it on a stand? Oh, I can just stand. Right.
Yeah,
So
that's
we're going to bring that thing down,
Great.
pivot it, and I might angle that speaker a little bit, and I'm going to give you a stool to sit on. You can get up and sit on the stool. So I'll get that ready now.
There's one up here, Eric.
Stool, so you don't have to get up and down.
Who's getting a stool?
Dan.
All right.
Nice to see you, Dan.
I will encourage you all to be as generous as you can afford. We have a fairly small audience, and we have 4 musicians to pay, so if you can do 20, please do. If you can do more than 20, it would be very much appreciated. You can also donate to the Bird Beckett Cultural Legacy Project, but you won't get a tax deduction unless the franchise tax board treats me good between now and December.
1, 2.
But that helps, because we do stick to a guarantee, and often we fall far short of help in the neighborhood, which we get. We're well supported by the neighborhood. We're also supported by the business. And that's appropriate. They have a mailing list here, and it's always nice when they can put the word out to their fans to get them to show. So get on that mailing list if you're not on it already. This is a very nice piece of paper here. It's a very nice piece of paper. That's sitting right there. All right, you're gonna be comfortable on that one? Okay, we'll get that mic down. I think.
Let's do it.
After I get to that end of the room.
Let's do it.
We'll give
Okay.
you-
On my way. I'm going right now.
On your mark. Get
And,
set.
Eric, once I get that, once I strap on that beast electric guitar, just give me a.
Yeah. I'll shoot it for a minute.
Well, it's not mine, so you have no control.
Well, it's going into the stream probably.
It's terrifying.
No, it's just back there, independently amplified.
There's a room mic there. All right, so yeah, back I go. How many have seat? We're right now ready to start. So as soon as you're in your chair, go. All right. So why don't you all do your own introductions and stuff? I didn't. Okay.
Nice. Very dramatic.
Dramatic.
Very, very dramatic.
Darker it gets, the better we look.
Well, I think you all know our names. I don't know. But, thank you for being here.
It's not too much to ask.
That might do. All right.
We are Kincheloe Beynon MacPherson and Carroll.
You said that with such enthusiasm.
Yeah, hey. And whoever's singing lead is generally the culprit.
Who
behind
wrote it.
Who wrote it. The guy who wrote it. Clouds come in this morning, weather vane said they would. Taking the last load into town, and I locked her up the best I could. Thought last night I might burn her down. I'm gonna leave that for the banker's crew. Start the party with a season's worth of bills lying around here, marked overdue. Sleepy little small town, 1952. Neighbor couldn't name one thing that I wouldn't do for you. River run by my lady's door, where I hope to steal a kiss or two. What's become of that river she loves you? See, the factory choked the life out long ago. With a little time on some TV show, wasn't worth a damn to see.
Wheels of change are rolling, innocence is slowly going. Don't you turn your back on the wind that's blowing through. Oh, these wheels of change are gonna roll right over you.
Mother Clara, the time has come for me to go. And you're making it harder now when you carry on that way. It was never in my mind to leave this place. I believe it left ahead of me. What's become of that town that she loves so? Money tore her face down long ago. Move a little ground for some rich boy's condo. This isn't worth a damn to see. These wheels of change are rolling, innocence is slowly going. Don't you turn your back on the wind that's blowing through. Yeah, these wheels of change are rolling, innocence is slowly going. Don't Don't you turn your back on the wind that's blowing through. Oh, these wheels of change are gonna roll right over you. Right over you. Clouds come in this morning, weather vane said they would. Thank you.
I think we have to get Glenn, you a little closer to your vocal mic.
He wasn't singing.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't
you
sing.
weren't at all? That's why I couldn't. I was looking, but I couldn't get the right time. Well, then that
Good
explains
ears.
something.
The
So
good
I was
ears.
boosting that, and that's why we got a little
Why don't you
bit
sing
of
one now, Glenn, so we can
that.
see?
Well, only if that doesn't mess up.
Not at all.
We don't have a
We don't
set
have a
list.
set list. We do it organically.
You weren't doing any backup vocal.
No.
No, not on that one,
I see, okay. Well, that explains.
Good ears.
I was trying to get you either.
We're in good hands.
Sing one, Glenn.
I wanted to sing on that song, but they wouldn't let me.
Oh, they're gonna make up for it.
Said they wanted to save it. Let's do that, Do You Believe?
Yes, sir.
All right.
This is the first Glen MacPherson song I ever heard, and I immediately knew he had to be in the band.
And he said, never want to hear that guy again.
Not what I said.
No, I understand. Should be in one of those moods. Ready, George?
You bet.
All right, here we go.
And do you believe in love at first sight? I know it's crazy, but I think I might. And do you think two hearts are just meant to be? Even so different, like you and me.
Well, I might be a fool to sit and dream like this, to let this chance go by is one thing I cannot risk.
They say true love comes only one time. If this is your chance, well, it must be mine. We follow our hearts, it's all that we can do. And in this life, my heart has led me to you.
There's nothing to compare to a love like this, I know. So I guess the real fool is the one who lets it go.
So do you believe in love at first sight? I know it's crazy,
but I think I'm right.
That a beauty? So we got two Scots, a Welshman who's about to sing for you, and Nancy comes from Scottish and English.
Yes.
But we only do one thing, it's vaguely Celtic. And we're very lucky to have one of San Francisco's finest poets, Dan Richmond, is here. He's going to read first set. And I found out just looking at this place's website, I think that Dan was the original entertainment 25 years ago when this place opened. Is that right?
They almost shut us down.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't close the door and run you right out.
Well, since we're in kind of a soft mood, let's do Kings of College Avenue. I grew up on the border of Oakland and Berkeley, and this is a song I wrote about going back there much later in my life and realizing that nothing's the same anymore.
Let's back that down.
Hey, could you back my guitar off in the monitor a bit, Eric?
Okay, try it now.
Now I need a little more. There you go.
I told you this band was a bunch of prima donnas.
Built another parking lot where our house used to stand. Covered up the neighborhood forever. I came back here looking for some trace of who I am. Nothing looks the way that I remember. I've been going through the motions, partly here, partly gone. Going through the motions to get along. I went down to the corner where Sarah used to live. Now it's a 7-Eleven. Thought about the first time I walked down the hill, and I thought I died and gone to heaven. I've been going through the motions, hardly here, hardly gone. Going through the motions to carry on. Took the train to Berkeley on
on a trip into the past.
Looking for the kings of College Avenue. I stood outside the window, looking through the glass. Didn't see a single soul I ever knew. I'm moving through the motion, hardly here, hardly gone. Going through the motion in another song.
Thank you. The Kings of College Avenue.
Simple as that.
We used to hang out at Dreyer's Ice Cream right there on the College Avenue, and then we'd play basketball at the College Avenue Presbyterian Church.
That was the life.
That was the life.
Is the church still there? I bet you
Church is still there.
ice cream place is probably long.
Not Dryers is still there too.
We are such businessmen. I spaced out, I didn't bring in my CDs. So anyway, this is a title cut from one of those CDs I didn't bring.
It just creates mystery.
Yeah, a little touch of mystery. It's called Simple as That. Down there somewhere in the valley, she can hear that whistle blowing. Hey, don't you fret the day back. The sound reminds her to let it go. Drifting in and out of sleep, she says another prayer for peace, or just a chance to make things better. I don't know. Well, it's as simple as that, just as simple as that. After all the love you make, you get to take some back. Hatred fuels an age-old train round an endless circling track. As the train leaves from this station, with the proper inspiration, ain't never turning back. Down the south end of the city, where bars form crosses on the windows, he can see the angels falling. There ain't no safety nets below. But at every stop he makes, waits somebody in despair. Boy, he's trying to make a difference. I don't know.
It's as simple as that, just as simple as that. After all the love you make, you get to take some back. Hatred fuels an angel train, rounding in a circling track. Train leaves here this morning, but with any kind of warning, gonna find a straighter path. Here comes old eye for an eye, open throttle on a head full of anger. Carry the news to the single man, or a single man. Better throw your switch before that train gets by. The sky is gonna clear now. I think we couldn't get our time in. I think next year come this season, we could bring the Madre here. If we could keep these 14-hour days, they don't move us from this place. Build something different, parallels and niños, yo, no, say. It's as simple as that, just as simple as that. After all the love you make, you get to take some back. Hatred fuels an age-old train, riding in the circling track. As the train leaves from this station, and its final destination is a better world than that. It's as simple as that, just as simple as that. After all the love you make, you get to take some back. Hatred fuels an age-old train, rounding in the circling track. As the train leaves from this station, with a proper destination, ain't never turning back. Never turning back. Is that Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, let's do that, tiny pieces of joy.
Yeah,
Let's do this.
We're gonna switch to the piano, Eric.
All right. Oh, George's gonna play the piano. When does the pretty girl get to step up front?
I think you're out of luck. It's just small.
You get the pretty guy instead.
We're keeping her back here for us.
Good save, Scotty.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and if Nancy's out front, we'll all look ugly. So.
Reminds me.
That wasn't as good a save as Scotty.
Reminds me of that line from an old Paul Newman movie, Harper, where this dippy sheriff says, "Look, Harper, I don't want to get ugly." And Newman looks at him and says, "You already are ugly."
Another wonderful Glen MacPherson song.
It's about remembering the little things in life.
We believe it.
Right. Called Tiny Pieces of Joy. Well, it's a busy life that we've come to know. Always something to do and somewhere to go. We forget the truth, we lose our way. Without you, I might not make it through the day. And just a few words is all we need. Half the time we're bound to disagree, but we work it out, we always do. We're in it for the long haul, me and you. Tiny pieces of joy, little moments of grace, the precious time with you in our little nesting place makes it all so sweet, something so rare, leaves you wanting more like rarefied air.
Take 5, George.
That was massive, George. I get my wits about me.
Get a grip.
I think I understand the way things come in sweet little pieces. That's how the job is done. Not all at once, I couldn't handle that. I think you can see what I'm getting at. Tiny pieces of joy, little moments of grace, the precious time with you in our little nesting place makes it all so sweet, oh, something so rare, leaves you wanting more like rarefied air. Oh, take it, George.
died and gone to heaven. What kind of medication they got you on there, George?
The good stuff.
So what's this life for if you can't have love? There ain't much else, oh, nothing I can think of. You can make your mark, you can buy your place. Without someone to love, it's just an empty space. A town of pieces of joy, little moments of grace. Precious time with you in our little nesting place. Makes it all so sweet, all something so rare. Leaves you wanting more like rarefied air. Leaves you wanting more like rarefied air. Thanks, you guys.
Very nice.
Where are you going now, George?
I'm hoping for Scotty to sing one, then we
I'm
can
gonna
get
sing
Dan
one.
Richmond up after.
All right. That'll be great.
So for those professionals in the back, Scotty's going to do another one, and then we're going to get Dan Richmond up to delight you with some poetry. I'm trying to.
No. I'm going to say a song that I didn't write. Something about this place is putting me in an Irish mood.
Oh, yeah.
Great, we got 3 Scots and a Welshman, so we're going to do something Irish.
Back in 2002, I did a tour of Ireland with this San Francisco Bay Street band with Kevin Brennan, and I learned this song over there. Brought it back, and we've been doing it ever since. Bridgetown in the college down one morning last July. Bowling Green walked a sweet Colleen. She smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her jubilee feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Coaxing elf, I shook myself to see if I was really there. And from Bantry Bay up the Derry Gale, I'm calling it Dublin town. No maid I seen like the brown Colleen I met at the county down. All right. She onward spread, scratched my head and looked with a feeling rare. Said, says I to a passerby, who's the maid with the nut brown hair. He looked at me and he said, says he, that's the gem of Ireland's crown. Rosie McCann from the banks of the Bann, the star of the county down. And then she made there he came, called it a Dublin town. No maid I seen like the harvest fair. You'll find her there, and I'll dress in my Sunday clothes. My shoes shone bright, my cap cocked right for the smile of a nut brown rose. Oh, Papa, oh, Sully, oh, my clouds are rust-colored brown. Till the smiling bride by my own fireside is the star of the county town. Every man she made, every day, we're going to Dublin town. No maid I see like the brown Kylie I met at the county town. Near Banbridge down in the county town one morning last July. A Bowling Green walked a sweet Kylie, smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her two bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf, I shook myself to see that I was really there. At the bench of bed, every day, we're going to Dublin town. No way I seem like the brown Kylie I met at the county town. At the bench of bed, every day, we're going to Dublin town. No maid I seen like the brown Kylie that I met at the county town. Up, down.
It's time for Poets Corner.
Poets Corner.
I think Eric, yeah, Eric.
Yeah, I'm gonna place that mic a little bit.
We are honored to have our dear friend
Well, here I
Dan
am,
Richmond.
corner. Go ahead and have a seat and let me put this mic in front of you before you have too much to say to me. Beck, can you help me get this to that note down there, that blue cord? Can you get that off the corner of the mic stand? Go ahead and sit. Get this over there a little too hard. Yeah, do over there. Don't be in too big a hurry here. In some kind of position where it makes sense. Yeah. So far so good. I can get closer to you. About there.
Well, that works. Does that work?
Probably work. I can't tell without being back there, but I bet it's gonna work.
Well,
I don't think we'll have any issues. Let me get back there. Go ahead, Dan.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Richmond.
yeah.
Let's make him feel welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. Okay. My first poem is called Rock and Roll. No, Rock and Roll. There's a violence in rock and roll, the primordial kind, as when a male casts his seed into a female, and the sperm, like tiny fierce fish, fight to the death for the right to pierce the egg, thus engendering yet again the warm miracle. And as when, in the spring, young branches battle toward the sun, crisscrossing each other like duelists crossing swords, straining for the room to grow, to breathe, to offer blossoms to the morning, to bask in the glory. The drummer is not the king of rock and roll, but the power behind the throne, handling the violence, then letting it go in precise intervals, by spanking the drum, bewitching us to dance a savage dance of life. The next poem is called Carpenters in Trees. You're on a lower perch than your clients in the money tree, but nobody echoes in their new rooms before you. It's around you the walls close like lotus petals because you planted them. So no matter who comes in, they're second, even ghosts. And you're the first to step out over air on new joists, and the last to feel the fear of heights on what in a day's work becomes a floor. And sometimes on roof rafters, naked to the light like stripped rib cages, or on a slim beam high up over the job site, you bump into a tree branch that never before felt a human. I know a man who fell off a roof he built, and as he crashed through the branches that saved him, got religion and quit smoking and raising Cain in the bars, and turned to Christ of all deities, who dropped carpentry for bigger things and was killed in a grove of 3 trees. So we'll say farewell on a lighter note. Supermarket tragedy. When he fell hard for a cashier at the Safeway, he haunted the place, boiling with hormones and attention-getting schemes. He talked a mile a minute, laughed with a crack in his voice, even tripped strategically with a crash, dripping real blood. She barely looked up in the green uniform that inspired all this in the victim, the cling, the hang. He used the snob ploy, bok choy, goat cheese, hoping she'd realize what a hip dude it was, strutting before her, peeling his wallet. Forget it. He had to stand there and watch her ogle the clock, chatter with her colleagues, and finger 1,000 things except our prince, slinking to his bloated kitchen, sickened by food stinks. Still, love drove him back to Safeway, where he danced symbolically to the counter with a can of tomato paste as a crushed heart. The next day an apple, fruit of sin, and then in a fit a gross sausage. She remained distant and corporate. Ah, Cupid, you could have shot him in some nice scenery at least. You know, trees, a stream, a white temple. A white temple in the misty distance. But no, he swooned beneath buzzing fluorescence in the department of meat, to the thumping and screaming of the bubble gum junk we're forced to listen to on the sound systems of supermarkets. Thank you.
Thank you, Dad.
Back to some Nice, Dan. Thank you. Dan Richmond, ladies and gentlemen.
Kincheloe Beynon MacPherson Carroll, white courtesy telephone.
Just as it fits you. I don't know if I have Hey, Dan. Let me excuse me, sir. Mr. Richmond.
Yeah.
So you have a new book of poetry. Do I have it? What is it? What's the latest?
Toy store?
Toy Story. Yeah, I might have it. I'll check. Did you bring any extras with you?
No, I didn't.
Let me see if I got that. I'll look for you. Thank you. All right,
Well,
let
I-
me make sure I got the levels right
Sure,
for
sure,
the band again.
You
But
probably have quite a few dance books here, I would
we
imagine.
got odds and ends of them for sure. He's a prolific fellow.
But order them through Eric, unless you come down to see us at this. Well, order them through Eric.
Yeah.
But
That
in
seems a
in
lot.
addition to that, we play every third Saturday of the month at the St. Gregorio store, which means we'll be there next this coming Saturday on the 19th, which is also Scott Bynon's birthday.
That's correct.
Yeah,
It's my birthday.
he's going to be 56, I think.
Oh, yeah, I wish. 71. I will be turning 71 this coming Saturday.
Boy, I'm so paranoid. I saw somebody moving. I thought, don't take my Gibson. That's really bad. This election coming up has made us all a little nervous. But let's be brave. Let's send these animals away.
I already mailed my ballot.
Yeah. We'll scare them off with the truth. Huh? This is called Time Will Tell. Could have been a storm that came in with the dawn. Moved on through before you know it. It might have been the way I heard you sing that song. How you made it something new. Maybe I just said it, hide a tear. Maybe only time will tell. I guess I didn't say it. I guess I didn't say it. I guess I didn't say it very well. It might have been that sunset looking through the trees. You know how sometimes my memory goes shaky. Could have been gardenia on the evening breeze. You know how much that means to me. Maybe I just said it, tucked this fear inside. Maybe only time will tell. I guess I didn't say it. I guess I didn't say it. I guess I didn't say it very well. Well, it's funny what the dark will hand you in the night. Seems your dreams went south with so little warning. Only thing your man can do is hold you tight. Ah, you can thank me in the morning. Maybe there was moonlight shining down the southern bend. Makes no difference now. Maybe those were church bells ringing when you lost your friend. It don't matter anyhow. Maybe I just said it to ease your pain. Maybe only time will tell. I guess I didn't say it. I guess I didn't say it. Guess I didn't say it. I guess I didn't say it very well. Glen MacPherson on the guitar.
Sing us a song, Glen MacPherson. Want to get out that electric guitar and play some blues? Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. These people like some blues.
Let's do rational.
All right. Something we all strive for, being rational. George, that was great. Boy, that may be the best we ever did that.
Oh, thank you. I've been dreading this tiny little space to play piano and guitar, and it's going okay. I haven't broken anything yet.
You're doing good, George.
Yeah, so far. I don't dread the tiny little space. I love playing here. It's nice to see all you folks. I just love this store. I love Eric, and 25 years in the same spot's pretty amazing. Just should be applauded. Independent bookstore. This, I believe, has been changed to the key of D.
Yes, it has.
A key of a E, actually. Oh, what are we doing?
We're doing it in D now.
Oh,
You were just playing in D.
Let's play another one in D. What do you think?
is this D?
That's E.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
I told you this was a crack professional outfit.
That's not going anywhere, is it? All right. It's so quiet, it's so nice. I like the quiet.
Well, we're going to take care of that.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't really need the words,
It's going to feature Scotty Beynon on the bass here.
my life story and call it 3 verses. I'm a rational man, I go to work every day. I don't have time for the frivolous play. I gotta make a living, gotta make it pay. 'Cause I'm a rational man and I like it that way. I'm a rational man, taught a right from a wrong. 'Cause where I'm from, if you wanna belong, you better step in place, you better walk the line. But I'm a rational man with a rational mind. Whoa, and I left my home to seek something more. 'Cause a rational man is bound to open up that door. I think about it sometimes when it's late at night. Did I make a good move? Did I do what's right? Well, I'm a rational man. Well, some of my friends, they just don't agree. They say you work your life away needlessly. Oh, there's one thing they must understand. I was born to be a rational man. Whoa, and I left my home to seek something more. 'Cause a rational man is bound to open up that door. I think about it sometimes, but when it's late at night, did I make a good move? Did I do what's right? Well, I'm a rational man.
we could play Run On Through, or if you guys needed 5 minutes to do whatever it is you need to do.
Won't be bad to take a
Yeah, what time is it? If I can be so professional.
yeah.
Cool. Well, we're gonna play. We'll take a real. After this, we'll take a real short break, and we will play past 7. We've been told we can, and I'm sure we got a late start. It is our homework.
I help.
So this coming Saturday, the 19th, comes help us celebrate Scotty's 56th birthday at the San Gregorio store. Stop here and buy 5 or 6 books on your way out of town. Maybe.
I want to sing Long May You Run. I think that would just be really nice for
We're going to do something that we didn't write. We appreciate your patience with stuff you've never heard before. So this is a song by a lovely, wonderful songwriter who made his home up in the mountains quite a while up off of Skyline.
Seem to have lost this guitar in the monitor.
Eric, you're the best.
There we go. We've been through some things together, with trunks of memories still to come. We found things to do in stormy weather. Long may you run. Long may you run. Long may you run. Although these changes have come, with your chrome heart shining in the sun, long may you run. Well, it was back in Blind River 1962 when I last saw you alive. We missed that shift on the long decline. Long may you run. Long may you run. Long may you run. All these changes have come, with your chrome heart shining in the sun. Long may you run. Maybe the Beach Boys have got you now, with those waves singing Caroline, roaring down that empty ocean road, getting to the surf on time. Long may you run, long may you run, although these changes have come. With your chrome heart shining in the sun, long may you run. Long may we all run.
Oh, we're gonna take a very short break, probably 5 minutes, just
What you
let you
need,
stretch out.
what y'all need. They may not really need a break, but y'all probably do, so. All right, couple minutes. So, George Kincheloe up here. Scotty Beynon is the drum player. Beynon, thank you very much. All right, Nancy Carroll. And Glen Pearson, thank you very much. Glen MacPherson, thank you. Glen Pearson's a piano player, comes through. Thank you very much, stick around.
Oh, yes. Not since Labor Day. Yes.
So it was last year.
I always think of you as there.
So good to see you.
You know, I'll tell you. I didn't. I thought they were everything was starting tomorrow. So that's life. But you know what? I'm telling you, today was the Blue Angels.
Have you been to?
I love them. And I watched them. And then I went home. And then I tried. And then I drove back and tried to get those. And I have never, ever seen traffic like that anywhere. In every street. Yeah, I came over and watched them, and then I went home.
It was just.
Yeah, and it was still there. The whole city, everywhere, all of it. You know, I came into the marina, and you tried to go up to visit her. Hey. Anyway. I love them. Hey. There's no account for taste. Get some air.
Apparently, huh? Apparently.
If I'd known you were here, I would. Hi, Jeff.
How are you, sir?
Very well. Very well.
I'll give you a spine. All you have to do is
So,
with your stick.
Yes, indeed, indeed.
I can do it to you, I swear.
oh, okay.
Nice, huh? This is an optimum place in the room. Go ahead. He's too high. He wants to do some hoops.
Oh my God, I've never seen anything like that in my life. Really? Every single even every track was totally jammed.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll make sure. All of them. I think all of them.
Yes. It was quite an adventure.
Oh, I got it.
This was a good opportunity because I'm not here all the time.
Hattiesburg, yeah. We wrote it as a fiction. We put them together historical. When they're there. These are family values. Yeah.
Exactly.
You got it right.
And we must take care of them.
Yes, sir.
See you later, man. Nice to see
When the Blue Angels aren't blocking you, you know, I want to get you to the Royal Cookie.
Okay. Okay.
They've got music going Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay. Okay. Send me an invite whenever
and I'll see if I can make it.
It's a fancy button. It looks like, you know.
Say what? Depends on what happens.
Okay,
Might have a drink or something, who knows? Certainly. Where is the Royal Cuckoo?
It is on Mission Street. You know where Annie's Spaghetti Shack was?
No, but
Where you know where the Big Ben guy is? Where Glen Smith today with Mission.
right, yeah,
It comes down before you connect to Angela. Right at that corner.
that's where the cuckoo is?
Yes. The Royal Cuckoo Lounge.
Oh, yeah, I've been there like 3
If you want to meet me over there,
Let me see what time these bikes get off.
oh, they're gonna be done this weekend.
Oh, okay.
So, and what I'm gonna do is just, I'm gonna, fixing that, but if you wanna end up over there, I'm gonna send you some.
Thank you. 8:30 might be a little bit past my going back home tonight. No, I don't get, no, not really, but I don't know, I've been running since yesterday.
Running right
I drove to Sacramento yesterday, then drove home, then took a nap, drove up to Petaluma, then drove back, then I drove over here, was gonna see the Blaze, and drove back to Marin, and then I drove over here.
All right, well, here's the deal, if you decide you wanna head over there, text me or call me or
Oh, well,
something.
I have your number right there. I already texted you once just a little while ago. I don't know if you got it.
I think,
I was talking about the traffic.
oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you decide.
Okay, yeah. I'll let you know. Okay, man. Thanks.
You're not leaving, are you, Bill?
Oh, for God's sake.
This is just, the break, for goodness sake. Nice, very nice. So what happened?
You forget your story.
One of my favorite
He was one of my favorites.
Because I wanted to look at them
First thing I did was lean over. Oh, good.
Can I still press the string?
I wasn't sure I'd be able to play till yesterday.
Oh, nice to see you. How are you? I'm good, how are you?
Life is good.
Yeah, is it? We're just taking a break.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's always a good thing. I'm sorry, we'll lock the doors so we don't go leave. Are you guys leaving? Oh, good.
Sing about 4 of these.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, no, it's not.
I see you there, but I definitely say.
I get it.
The lost church.
Yeah. So you get to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, man, I got my name in it.
What do you know? It only took 47 years.
I mean, they were just using her before.
That's a situation that I don't even think about.
It's gonna cost too much money. So
No, not on that master.
Oh, no.
You know, this.
This one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've been watching that.
Yeah.
I've been seeing that. Yeah.
Took 13 years for God's sake.
She's the worst part.
It is, but you know, it's not a bad what they got was
Well, God almighty.
I didn't even realize that Bill was an
elevator
actor.
and 4 bathrooms.
We need to get together. I've been writing so much.
They can actually add to that if they need to.
15
So
songs.
it's, they have all the. It's not quite as, that little space was just easy.
It was fun.
Know where we live. And I know where we live. You've been traveling so much. Seems like.
Granddaughter, my granddaughter.
Exactly, yeah,
I
they
know.
do.
Very exciting.
I love it.
Yeah, I went didn't want to talk.
Is your other grandchildren?
Now, a year and a half.
Wow. Other grandchildren?
My puberty, Isabella just started, post-pubescent.
Yeah, one imagines. Wow. Where's she?
I make it to the Lost Church quite a bit, especially for people like
Very
Jim.
smart girl. I had a rich girl, so I'm not sure how they're pulling out.
People are folks I know, and,
Well, that's
a
little one, we appreciate so much.
I got on your mailing list. But I did,
Great, and they decided to put them out of public school, send them to a private elementary school. And it was 65. It just makes me sick to my stomach.
Thank you.
You get a good teacher
We got to talking about one of his granddaughters, and I said, oh, she must be near puberty.
Thank you for coming tonight.
And then I asked him where, and he said Dartmouth, and I said,
To me, it's just like you gotta do it to the highway and,
that's absurd.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Lincoln Highway.
Hello.
and come to
I mean, I know if an elementary school can charge $6,000 a year to go have that crappy lunch.
this
Take
19,
unhealthy lunch,
The
yeah.
healthy lunch with the milk cartons.
Is it?
Yeah, I went to public school.
no,
Seemed to be
we are
fine for
sneaking
me.
back.
I'll go, if that's the case, I'll be down there real early.
I like the song about,
Oh, Thanks of College Avenue, I love that song too. Tells such a good story.
yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
How are you doing?
Hey, how about you?
Good. We're all very nervous.
Doesn't ever,
Just, you know, from right where you are, you could knock over every
I know.
Well, I'm glad you reminded
And
me of
she's
that.
even more
because
big.
I always make sure to go early on something and stay away from half the place.
I guess the people. What he says, no matter what's revealed about
Yeah,
him.
it starts on the 17th, 17th. No, 18th. Yeah, well, it makes it hard to get a crowd down there on that day because everyone's all gutted up in the bay.
Okay, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Thank you. Do I look familiar to me? Not lately. Oh, we probably missed on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of people.
Yeah, it's easy for us too. I stayed away from San Francisco. I just went across San Mateo Bridge up 101 and 280 and back down. Bingo.
Yeah, I've seen photos of you. I've heard so much recording. Yeah, good to meet you.
I never sit down there now.
Sure you want to try it?
Not a problem.
Your name?
Kathy says it sounds really good.
Sorry, Bill. You know, So this silly this looks like it should be pronounced Kincheloe. Yeah, and it's a Scottish name, but who would know that? Scottish name looks like it's Spain, but it's Beynon. Of course, Glen's
What do you think Katie wants?
Right, you know, he's it's very straightforward there. But we need to see it's always difficult, but this is preposterous. That's good. I like it.
Yeah, me too.
All right, we're going to kick it off with some blues here.
Come on. Be gentle. Come on. Maybe hey, now, are you on a
I know.
Okay, gotcha. Please.
Oh, take your seat.
No.
You can just take a little break.
Okay, take a little break.
It's only one song, so don't go very far.
I got you. I'm gonna sit down next to my friend. You know, you can. Whoa.
Let me know if you can hear this guitar, Billy. Yeah? Can you hear this guitar? It's a song called Mama Beware. Now, the evil in men's hearts. Well, mama, beware. The world is on fire. Well, mama, beware. I said the world is on fire. It's been burning forever, and you can't put it out. Oh, mama, beware. The world is on fire. It burns inside the soul of a man. It burns inside the soul of a man. It'll burn you down like ash to the ground. Oh, it burns inside the soul of a man. You can't see the flames, it burns at the core. You can't see the flames, oh, it burns at the core. As hot as a fire, burning deep down below. Whoa, you can't see the flames, it burns at the core. Burn it up, George.
Yeah.
George Kincheloe. Sometimes I can feel it burning inside of me. Sometimes I can feel it burning inside of me. I just don't know why it won't let me be. Woo! Sometimes I can feel it burning inside of me. Well, mama, beware, the world is on fire. Mama, beware, I said the world is on fire. Take it out.
We should have told the audience that the break didn't mean they were supposed to leave.
It's a great story.
Well, we're all old people, you know. Bedtime comes early.
Junior high school hours here. When I was in junior high, they had these really stupid things called tea dances. I did not go to them. Like 4 to 6, it just seemed like a really strange thing to be doing. Tea dance.
A tea dance like cup of tea?
I don't know what they were getting at. I never went.
They're just trying to avoid all the bad stuff like jazz and rock and roll.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Anything they could.
But that was 7th grade, and then the Beatles hit in 8th grade, which I'm dating myself.
It was good dates.
This is a tune written by my late wife, Lisa Atkinson, and I gave her a little help with it. It's mostly hers. Starts out with an old Appalachian thing that I've always loved.
Coming from you, that means a lot.
Way up yonder above the sky, a bluebird lived in a jaybird's eye.
Buckeye Jim, you can go, go weave and spin, you can go.
Away down yonder in Ohio, red bull dance with a green bullfrog.
Buckeye Jim, you can go, go weave and spin, you can go.
Buckeye Jim. Buckeye Jim, Cotton Eye Joe came into town, and before you know, Jim was asking her for her hand. Joe was trying all the best he can. Got to
Treat a girl right, do it from the start. Pistols at the door and trust your heart. There are no prayers and there ain't no him.
She said,
Cotton Eye Joe and Buckeye Jim.
when Grandma met her at her front door, she said, girl, what you gonna done all this for? You'll be ashamed to the family. Deep down inside, you know she'd agree. You got to
Treat a girl right every day, every night, and every way. Grandma never had her, but you knew she'd know
about the love
the girl had for Jimmy and Joe. Jimmy was a long, tall, cool glass of water. Joe was a thinking man. Never was a girl who did what she oughta. She never did have a plan.
When the baby arrived, it was anyone's guess. Jimmy and Joe, well, they both said yes. Love is a chance everybody should take. You'll never, never make one mistake. You got to treat a girl right.
Be a daisy if you do. She'll be the sun and the stars to you. She loved them both, said she always will.
Till the stagecoach dropped off Pretty Paul Bill.
Treat a girl right, do it from the start. Pistols at the door and trust your heart. There are no prayers and there ain't no hymn. Say, Cotton Eye Joe and Buckeye Jim.
Say,
Cotton Eye Joe and Buckeye Jim. Say, Cotton Eye Joe and Buckeye Jim.
Thank you.
Yeehaw.
It's a lively one.
Mr. MacPherson.
Well, actually, I think Scott's gonna do it for us.
Okay, you guys.
I want you to do one since he's got this bass, and then I'll do one after that.
Tell you what I'd like to do.
What's that?
I'd like to do Came Into This Town. I know that's what I would like to do. I don't think there's any.
Do we know it?
You're not sorry. Don't lie.
Yes, I.
All right. I'll go where I'm wanted.
Okay. Well, there's no background vocal on this song for Nancy to sing, and you know, she gets upset.
I still hear the song.
That's it.
Yeah. There.
This is a nice song.
I like it. It's a kind of a tale of coming to California and experiencing an earthquake, and then the overly dramatic tale of going to open mics, which could be pretty stressful, you know. Open mics can be very stressful. If you've ever been, anyone ever played an open mic? Yeah. It can be, you know, freak you right out.
It takes a lot more nerve. Could I get a little more of my vocal monitor, please, Eric? I feel like I'm listening. It takes a lot more nerve to do that than it does for what we do. We're used to getting in front of people, but most people who play open mic are just scared shitless.
Or getting up if you're like an open mic, if you're being judged by some, like a guy from Nashville or something. You know, he's going to listen to your song, and you get one song. That'll make you nervous.
Those are the ones to avoid.
But I met a lot of people. I saw a lot of people come and go. A lot of people move. A lot of people move on. A lot of people move on from the planet. And this is kind of a story of that. It's called I Still Hear the Song. I had a dream about a town called the Jewel of the West. I've been on the move for some time. I've been to all the rest. A song in the wind was telling me to come. So I filled up my tank and I drove toward the setting sun. Well, I came upon a place between the mountains and the sea. It was a tall green forest filled with a redwood tree. Down to the river, I made my camp along the bank with all the other pilgrims. To the ground around us sank. So I climbed up on top of the hill just to stay out of the flood. A place where I could breathe and not be dragged into the mud. I took a job in town when the bitter ends would not meet. I went to work in the daylight just to grow my balance sheet. And at night I would sing. And I'd look out in the dark at all the other pilgrims who were trying to make their mark. I couldn't help but notice that our faces looked so sad. We were hanging on so tightly to the only thing we had. Ah, but I still hear the song. Oh, you know I hear the song. I still hear the song. Whoa, you know I hear the song. You see, it was a high-priced dream that could be paid off over time. and no one read the fine print and said you might never make a dime. Many pilgrims still serve the muse, but some cannot be found. They moved on to another life, on to another town. And some had skin that was so thin they could not stay upon this earth. They will need another lifetime, they will need another birth. I sing my song for what it's worth. It ain't nothing I can spend. You can make your money, make your peace, it all works out in the end. And at night I would sing, and I'd look out in the dark at all the other pilgrims who were trying to make their mark. I couldn't help but notice that our faces looked so sad. We were hanging on so tightly to the only thing we had. But I still hear the song. Ah, you know I hear the song. I still hear the song. Ah, you know I hear the song. Thank you. That is telling it like it is, man. We're real sensitive, folks.
Okay, Nancy, you can come back now.
What y'all want to do now?
It's up, Scotty.
I'm gonna do the old Lincoln Highway.
Capo on the one.
So when I was a little kid, my granddad used to show up every now and again. He spent the last part of his life traveling around betting on racehorses, spending all my inheritance.
I'm glad you're not bitter.
But this is a song about his travels. It's called The Old Lincoln Highway. There are still parts of the Lincoln Highway in existence. Check 1 2. I need some of my guitar in the monitor.
Like Route 80 or 40 or 66?
Oh, there it is. Much better.
Like Route 66?
No, it ran from New York all the way to San Francisco.
Wow.
But it parts of it became 80. There's actually a little stretch of it in Castro Valley, believe it or not, that I travel down sometimes, just to say I've been there.
There was a book out last year called Lincoln Highway. Anybody
That's
read
perfect,
it?
Eric.
Since we're in a bookstore, I wonder maybe somebody read it. I was always curious what it was about. Never mind.
Anyway, a song I wrote about that. When I was a boy, my granddad pulling off the road. Still see him standing there when I opened up the old front door. Like he just stepped out of some old movie that was on the night before. In his big green Plymouth with the fins on the back, all the way from Illinois. He never hung around too long. You wake up next morning, he was long gone. He said it was a sweet ride on the old Lincoln Highway. You can take your time to get to where you're going. Rolling through the mountains on the way to California. Don't have a memory, the place where I was born. Came out west when I was just a baby in my mother's arms. Never been back to Chicago, but I always wanted to. Just to travel off the beaten path like Granddad used to do. On the trail of Henry Ford, in some little valley that you've never seen before. You know it was a sweet ride on the old Lincoln Highway. You can take your time to get to where you're going. Looking at the lights outside of Denver, Colorado. They still were digging up the ground in 1963, filled it up with concrete for a monument to gasoline. Soon the cars were flying by like they hardly touched the road, and the little towns along the way got left out in the cold. When Granddad passed away, left me that old Plymouth and to carry on his name. You know it was a sweet ride on the old Lincoln Highway. You can take your time to get to where you're going. Rolling through the mountains on the way to California. The old Lincoln Highway.
Nebraska where there's a big Lincoln like memorial.
Yeah.
And I never realized it had to do with the Lincoln Highway. I'm really not familiar with that. So I have to look more at that.
It's worth looking up. There's a lot of history.
Let's do a new song of mine called Old Bones, fairly new. I was going to do this for Doug, but I think he slipped out. But anyway. This started as a preemptive eulogy for a cat of mine that I'd had forever, who I adored, and I realized she was leaving. She was out in the sun trying to get settled, and I realized it was time for me to let go of her. But it turned out the song ended up being about the summer of Black Lives Matter more than anything. So go figure.
lessons learned, working through my wilder days, lately walking about my side. Hatred is the question, fear still asks. Seems to me that love's still the reply. Fewer cards in your hand, now the stakes get high. On the day that push becomes a shove, comes your time to fold them. Trust to be surrounded with love. Surrounded with love.
Settle your old bones down. Settle your old bones down.
I believe we'll conceive death's coming.
Settle your old bones down. Day will come around.
Best to keep 'em
Closer to the ground.
pages turn back to a room filled with friends, the things we chose to do. There are many different paths to the mystery, still the mystery holds true. There was trouble on those roads we traveled, that we gave our best to rise above. Came that urge for going, our hearts were filled with love, parted with love.
Settle your old bones down. Settle your old bones down.
I believe we'll can see the days coming.
Settle your old bones down. Day will come around.
Best to keep 'em
Closer to the ground.
Once again, I'll find 'em rising in the dark of the night. Can you believe this scene? Feels like we're living in a line from Shakespeare, searching for the conscience of the king. Things were going poorly, then they took a stroll downtown with all that we'd been dreaming of. And in the face of hatred and disaster, the streets filled up with love. They're filled up with love.
Settle your old bones down. Settle your old bones down.
I could swear over, see that train is coming.
Settle your old bones down. Trade will come around.
Best to keep 'em
Closer to the ground.
closer to the ground. Settle your old bones down. Thank you.
Yeah, why not?
We're down to the river, up in the sun or down to the river.
That kind of sounds kind of fun.
I had one of those moments where right in this real nice harmony part,
I got like a frog in my throat.
Turns out, I didn't hear it.
Then he hopped out.
Just stomp him.
Yep.
Okay, so.
Kio Dio.
I woke up one morning and I was writing songs, and actually I wasn't. I was trying to write songs, and I had nothing to write about. And I'd gotten up and I washed my face, and that was the only line I had because I had washed my face. And so it's funny how the songs take shape. They just sort of come out of nowhere, yeah? And if you're, sometimes they don't come out at all, but sometimes they do. And they just kind of, like George says, you start writing about your cat, and the next thing you know, writing about the end of the world or something. But I think what this song is probably about is missing the big things for the little things. Would that be like missing, not seeing the forest for the trees?
Twigs.
You wrote it. You're gonna have to. That sounds right. Let's go with it.
It's called Up with the Sun. Gonna get up with the sun and wash my face. Maybe build a rocket ship and go into space. I'll fly up to the moon like an astronaut, or eat a bowl of cornflakes, 'cause that's all I got. Or maybe a little later I might write a novel. It'll be about how to put time in a bottle. It might even go up to #1. But my dishes really need to be done. I've been riding on the main line, sleeping in the caboose, floating on a cloud with nothing to lose. Always been a little partial to singing the blues. Oh, it really doesn't matter what direction I choose. After lunch, perhaps a trip across the sea. I'll have a chat with the Queen over cookies and tea. Well, she'll make me a knight, I'm sure she'll say okay. But my grass is getting long, I gotta cut it today. Oh, then later on toward the end of the day, when the tide is right, I will sail away to a distant land I've never been to before. Except my favorite TV show comes on at 4. Well, I've been riding on the main line, sleeping in the caboose, floating on a cloud with nothing to lose. Oh, it's been a little partial to big shiny shoes. Oh, it really doesn't matter what direction I choose. Good observation, George.
Thank you. Try to help.
And at night I see the stars before I go to sleep. And I think about the world and the dreams I keep. Close to my heart, well, they will never fade. I drift off to sleep with the new ones I've made. Oh, I'm riding on the main line, sleeping in the caboose, floating on a cloud with nothing to lose. Always been a little partial to singing the blues. Oh, it really doesn't matter what direction I choose. Oh, it really doesn't matter what direction I choose.
Let's do one more song.
Is that good with?
Y'all up for one more?
One more song.
Bohemian.
Bohemian.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do safe. Let's do safe. Bohemian seems too political at this stage.
Yeah, we're all.
Politicked out.
We are pretty much political. Of course, this is a very political song too, but it's not about the Great Orange.
Mistake.
I don't even want to talk about that asshole.
Yeah, let's not.
Let's just go out in a couple of weeks and send his ass back to Florida. Yeah. Yeah, let's send him to Russia. This is called Safe on the Roof. Run away, take to the high ground. Is this who you meant to be? So we look the other way, neighborhood's falling down. You don't have to live down there, do you? Well, are you slow to anger? Or maybe just slowing down. See the danger coming, why don't you turn around? See the fire burning on the other side of town. Is it safe on the roof when the house is falling down? All that long ago, weren't you the nature boy, taking it to the streets? Huh. If only he could look at you now, singing your Wall Street blues. You haven't missed a beat, have you? Slow to anger, or maybe just slowing down. See the danger coming, why don't you turn around? See the fire burning on the other side of town. Is it safe on the roof when the house is falling down?
Christmas dream on a Saturday toll will always come true, no matter how old.
No matter how sail away, take to the high seas. Who you're gonna leave behind you now? Forgotten friends back there have come to despise you. Should not surprise you now. You know.
Slow to anger, or maybe just slowing down. See the danger coming, why don't you turn around? See the fire burning on the other side of town. Is it safe on the roof when the house is falling down? Is it safe on the roof when the house is falling down? Is it safe on the roof when the house is falling down? Woo!
Thank you all for being here so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, folks.
We'll see you next Saturday at the San Gregorio store.
Kincheloe Beynon MacPherson Carroll.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming out, folks. You bet. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Beautiful. Thank you. Let me go mute.
It's a roster, it's a law firm.